Welcome back, everybody. We are here with map number 2. Movistar Riders and ECSTATIC, of course. If you are perhaps just joining us, it was 16-10 over on Anubis, and it was ECSTATIC's map pick. So Movistar Riders won to the good, looking pretty confident moving into Inferno.
Certainly should be. Odd map for them because it used to be first pick territory in the biggest games for this team with this umpires lineup. Fell off a little bit, but it's back in vogue now, and they are confident to take it in this sort of matchup. What's the setup? Was a freebie start for ECSTATIC. They've chosen now to face Banana. maNkz is leaning back. Nodios is moving towards the bomb side, but it's Queenix to be called upon. Free here in towards the apartments. Dinked up immediately. Does slip out. But safe to say, Mr. Queenix is heavily on notice now.
Not a bad start for Movistar Riders. I think they'll be pretty happy with that. And in fact, drawing attention away from the B-bomb site, it is a back and forth rotation from Salazar. And maybe would be the correct read here. Kragan, meanwhile, up close and personal with the Julies. Could be absolutely deadly here. They will slowly make their way around. Oh, he's waiting for a flash, but there ain't no flash coming, brother. They're just playing contact. So those Julies not going to find anything. Salazar at the back end of the site has to go large, and daviG just absolutely ruins him. 5 versus 3 with Queenix on low HP. This is looking very good indeed. Another one comes through for the daviG. Masterclass in the pistol so far.
Yeah. The team play wasn't there between the two B players for ECSTATIC. Salazar did actually get back in time. He needed to take contact for his teammate behind the half wall, or the half wall player to be facing, and then Salazar would peek off him. They were just not on the same page. Should never be caught anti-flash when Salazar could have taken contact. Oh, smallest of mistakes, but it dooms the round. And Movistar pick up where they left off. They've also got T-side. I mean, it's a fairly even map, is Inferno, but I think they would have chosen T-side anyway if it was their opponent's pick. So, all in all, Movistar happy to be on the offense. And you can't ask for a better start than this. 5 alive, 11 points of damage. Frightening.
Yeah, kind of a worrying start, I suppose. Definitely not the way that you want to kick things off on any map, but especially when you're already 1 down. You kind of want to bounce back strong, don't you? You want to find yourself a strong start, but yeah, ECSTATIC kind of having the opposite of that at the moment. We'll see whether it turns around for the CT side, but so far, so good for Movistar Riders, just kind of picking up where they left off.
4 mid stack. Salazar taking very low. Very, very low. Falls back to that long corner. And it's just maNkz on towards B. He's been dropped an extra smoke, which is nice. One of my pet peeves is what Salazar's just done, which is smoke mid on this round. You want them to come out mid. It's your only way to win the round. And you've just funneled Movistar back in towards B.
Yeah, definitely a little question, I suppose.
So many pros do it. They don't think about it. It's
Yeah,
just
just
absolute
also
muscle
about it.
memory of we're being pressured mid, I'm dropping it.
Yeah. And they aren't moving. They are really committing to the 4-man mid. So it's just going to be maNkz left on an island over here on the B-bomb site. Smoked off. Oh, nice shot to open up. Okay, 5 on 4. Very quickly coming in then. And they will start to call for some rotations. Couple down Banana as well. So they're caging them in, keeping them trapped on the B-bomb site directly. Off angle for Sasol is unsuccessful. 5 versus 3, all trapped to the back end of the site. It's a very scary prospect indeed. mopoz going to be able to find one onto Kragan. Alex Bishop low HP. Salazar Martinez on high. Looked like he had the spot, but not able to find it. And there's hardly any HP to work with now. They will all fall. And ECSTATIC have nicked away the force buy, considering the fact that they were 4 on A when they hit the B bomb site. It's crazy to see.
We weren't on board for that first kill from maNkz, but that might have been a totally blind shot through the smoke. decapitate his opponent. And from there, the retake was great. I mean, they've all 3 AKs off the ground for these guys. That is a nightmare for Movistar. At least the bomb plant will give them a little bit of leeway. What they're going to do? They're just going to eco into buying the next. I think it's probably the wise move. Because the buy is just so good for the CD side. Just a full gun round buy. Those guns off the ground. And indeed, Movistar, rightfully so, I think, playing the long game.
Damage from the Glocks.
Oh,
okay,
what?
What is happening?
What?
They just opened up B. What is going on? Oh, they're going to get smoke as well to allow them to cross. Couple recovered rifles. Oh,
what's happening?
Goodness, Martinez finds Salazar.
What's
this?
happening?
He gets another kill. What is going on? Oh my God. 4K from Martinez with no investment into the round. Going to force Queenix to save, you would think. What the hell has just occurred on the B-bomb site? Oh my God.
What a nightmare for ECSTATIC. They just snapped the money. They did everything right in the last round. And Martinez gets a double Glock entry.
Unreal.
I mean, of course, the third and fourth kills in the AK are nice, but the round was kind of already over at that point. That is soul destroying for ECSTATIC. I don't know how you come back from that. Buy into this, of course. Got a couple rifles, but surely if you're one of those players, you're how can you not think we just wasted a massive opportunity?
It verges on the level of unacceptable, doesn't it? You know what I mean? Like when you're a pro player, you're salaried. They just rush down banana with Glocks and do that to you. There's nothing in it. There's no flash. There's no like nade stack to maybe open things up. It's literally just brute force with probably like the worst weapon in the game. You know, it is free, but still. I like this stack though. I like this idea. Kragan will indeed manage to find one, which is a pretty big deal. maNkz trading off Davi G, and with the smoke going down there, there's absolutely no chance of the trade. So a decent move from ECSTATIC, all things considered, you know, with what they've been given in this round, they make the best of it so far.
It's kind of good for them. Lower numbers are better in this sort of buy. Fortunately, Salazar can't get towards a rifle, but his 2 teammates have them. What do you do if you're Movistar? They just continue to clear out B. Alex knows the guns are on the ground. That hasn't been recovered. maNkz is just going to commit to this off angle behind the sandbags. I call this the Mezzi angle. And I imagine it's quite apparent why.
Oh my goodness, maNkz. Massive second kill. Makes this round completely doable here as the bomb is going to go down. Sasol, oh, he's so unsure. He's got to get that plant in eventually, though, and I think they might be able to deny it away from him here. Oh, he just about gets it down, but of course it costs him his life in the end, and ECSTATIC will answer back with another force buy. So it seems like we're not quite over just yet, Alan.
No, we're definitely not.
The back and forth will continue here, and Movistar Riders have got plenty of cash to buy up, of course. So
yeah, that's the big difference, isn't it? That Movistar has dropped the ball in some sense on a couple of these rounds, but they are T-side, they've got money. ECSTATIC have 0 loss bonus, and they'll have to drop rifles on from these guys and buy up more. Their money will not be ideal. It's certainly not all she wrote just yet. Kragan yet to buy, but this money is going to be a disaster if ECSTATIC lose this round. So, yeah. So, I mean, Counter-Strike is a game of attrition if you're on the T side. He's got to whittle down the money. Fair dues. Movistar could have clean swept this half so far. They might have left a little bit on the table, but there's a great chance here still to break the cash. The mollies are deadly. Look at the util damage. Alex and mopoz never stood a chance.
absolutely ridiculous. ECSTATIC saving some of their best strats for the key rounds then. Oh, Sassol trying to return fire. Will actually be approached by Queenix and manages to win out on that fight. So, not over till it's over. Another aggressive banana second here that, again, they are ready for. daviG will manage to find maNkz. And Kragan, although jump spotting, is not really in position to find a trade on his teammate this time around. They definitely come off worse for wear on the Movistar Riders side, but they've done a good job to recover back into a 3-on-3.
Yeah, we saw this on Anubis a few times, didn't we? When ECSTATIC were on the defense, these man advantages, ooh, they let him slip a little too often. Movistar right back in this round. ECSTATIC just going to leave Kragan be. He's playing in towards dark. Got Salazar on long. Nodios is in pit, so they have more so defenders on the same bomb side. Canamoli goes down on short as Nodios is pushed wide. Nobody can capitalize just yet on that one as Salazar comes through the smoke. There's a big gap in long, and look at daviG sniping up all this space. He could be the thorn in the side.
Terrifying stuff. Sassol will be traded out. There's daviG, though, to see the round off, it feels like. Bomb going to go down. 2 versus 1. Really good spot to be in right now. Kragan is just so far away from the action. Really, really not ideal here. You know, going to have to make all the noise in the world. And, well, I guess he's walking in, but he's just leaving himself hardly any time to work with. So, a lot of angles to clear out. No information. Would be quite a thing if he could get this. daviG got the angle, looking for the spot. Molotov comes round, gives the position of Kragan away, and the slow encroach forward from daviG will catch him looking the wrong way. Movistar Riders back on the board. We are here for this mental back and forth. We'll see. ECSTATIC might put a stop to it, as I think this economy screams eco to me.
Yeah, it needs to. This would be too much to go in for this one. I'm getting a little bit frustrated watching ECSTATIC. On the basis that they're working so well to get into these good positions. Their set plays are really nice. They clearly got a lot of thought into them. It's just these mid and late rounds, especially amount of advantages. You're not going to beat a team of Movistar's quality making these mistakes. Movistar are just too fundamentally sound. Yeah. ECSTATIC could be an excellent team in 6 months. It's just a little bit too much right now. They need to, I don't know, have the right discussions in these pauses, maybe communicate a little bit better. But based on this series and based off a little bit what I saw at Melbourne, they're a little bit rough around the edges. They've got so many great ideas. Just not quite at 100% in terms of the team game just yet.
Yeah, I mean, maybe you could argue still betting in Nodios as well. He's only been in for a couple of months, so perhaps having an effect, but
it was odd, that move, because Cabby wasn't bad. And they said in their, I think the statement when they picked up Nodios that it was kind of a deal of, I think he was out of contract for Tricked, and they just felt he was too good of a player not to get onto the team. That's why Cabby makes way. And not to say Nodios has been bad, it's just when you bring in a player on that premise, I'd expect him to be one of the best players on the team if he's coming in like that. And you've taken Cabby out to make room for someone. I expect a star player to arrive.
Very true. Very, very true.
Kragan's been the revelation of this team.
Yeah.
He's been brilliant. He had a great first map, even though they lost.
Yeah. I think Salazar looks pretty good as well. Maybe that's a bit more expected, I guess, but when he is on the AWP, you always sing pretty loud on the AWP, of course. Great flash comes around here for Salazar. Speaking of him, that second one is ridiculousness. They will make some space out towards the site itself, but of course a man down now. Not going to be the easiest of positions to be in. Movistar Riders very low on the utility as well. Martinez goes hunting for a frag, and he will indeed come away with it. Smart stuff. Doesn't commit to the bomb plant. Really big fan of the proactivity from the AWPer. Moves back in towards the site, though. Gives this 3 versus 3 a good go. ECSTATIC, what have you got for us? Moving around pretty quick. Oh, great flash. He finds himself a double. In fact, the triple to see the round off. ECSTATIC will steal yet another round off the back of the force buy.
Getting wild this half. Holy cow. That two-piece from Salazar was something to behold. The second kill was just an assassination. Flashbang from Nodios on the retake. It's half the players blind too. Static are refusing to die. They're refusing to roll over and just cede economic control. This is have they... Wait, I need to get HLT. Have they truly traded every round so far?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, they have. This is great.
Madness. Pure madness, if you ask me.
The moment one team wins these Force by Wars, they will streak so far ahead.
Mm-hmm.
That's how this is going to go.
Very quiet as things go at the moment. Feels like the closest thing we've got to a proper rifle round so far, so I think there is a bit more tension to come through. First round in towards this A bomb site. Queenix gets caught off by a couple too many targets, ultimately. Nodios will manage to drop one. Salazar also chiming in. Nodios standing strong. Low in towards the site, though. Alex finds his head, not before taking a dink himself. So 2 versus 2, not out of the woods just yet. Bomb going to be recovered and planted. Mopoz. Crack angle here. Ooh, I think he's just spotted the player crossing towards short there. Not 100% sure, but he's after him anyway. I'm going to get the drop on him regardless of how it goes down. So just Kragan. Great round in the previous. Looking for another one here, my friend. Alex is just evading him as well. You will manage to find the headshot onto him. Smoke going to go down onto the bomb. Can't find the spray down initially. Mopoz moving around. The smoke spots him. Oh, it's close. But Mopoz will get it done. And another swing back round comes in.
Oh, how long is this going to carry on? Money is back in the dumpster for ECSTATIC. Very well played from Mopoz. Total control. That round looked very scary. They didn't have many flashes as they went out. It was pretty much a contact play out of the apartments off the back of Alex making a lot of noise in boiler. So they did get stalled out. But the trades in the end to the site were nice. Of course, Mopoz. Exemplary. Exemplary in the afterplan. This surely is one Force by too far. Look at the buy.
You're just sort of trapped in now, aren't you? You know what I mean? It's like the, what is it, sunk cost fallacy.
Yeah, yeah.
You just feel like you've won going. So many Force buys, you'll just keep on winning them. There's no way that, you know, we're doomed to fail this time, right? Like, it's fine. We've been winning with pistols before. Just keep it up.
They got the stack. Kragan and Nodios have smoke, so even if they do a full... Well, they don't have any mollies, actually. They could have been extinguished. I'm not feeling great about this for Movistar. One smoke down front side from Kragan. And suddenly, this could get very, very interesting.
Flashes come in. maNkz on high will manage to find one. Maybe need one from the player in on the site here in the form of Nodios. maNkz can get another one. Nodios can't find the head, though. And that is the all-important frag. They're going to try and boost up once again, however. Keeping it interesting. Bomb hits the deck. 2 versus 2 ensues. Queenix going to win his fight at range. Are you kidding me? How has Alex not won that? It leaves Sassol all alone. He'll recover the bomb back here. They're looking to burst through the smoke. Surely he's a dead man. Yes, he is. Another Force buy win. When will it end?
This is the most I've ever seen.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is one of the longer Force buy wars I think I've been a part of. So,
I think I've seen 5 or 6 before, but...
8 is a bit... Well, I suppose we're on 7 technically now, but, you know.
Who is double-digit rounds? The thing is, Movistar, because the round they won before was a 1-on-1, it's also coming down to this. How many players are living on these Force buy wins? Because instead of just live with a few players, they've got AKs in the mix, their buy is ideal. Because Movistar didn't only live with Mopoz on their win. Yeah, they're just going to fully... I mean, we saw them win this earlier. I'm not going to say it's impossible, but this is ECSTATIC's chance to really get their teeth into this half and just reap. All you have to do is convert. Not again!
What is happening? What is going on, man? Okay. No Diosol trade back. For Queenix. Nearly caught off at middle. Surely this one doesn't work, right? Just with how little they've invested on the Movistar Riders side of things. Can't have another full eco. Find success. Sasol falls. It's looking good to get us some normal Counter-Strike.
I had this vision in my mind of both the teams, like management watching in their facilities, sat on the sofa, in their minds.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, both of these teams, whoever's fans of them, I don't know. They've aged a lot since this map began. But they've done it. Finally, ECSTATIC string a couple rounds together. They got a bit of cash in the bank. They can actually absorb a round loss now. At least, I mean, it should be okay with no saves, but a couple saves, and they're definitely in a good spot. And welcome back, everybody. This is normal Counter-Strike again. It only took 10 rounds.
Absolutely mental, to say the least. Oh, Martinez, what a shot to open up. See you next week, Movistar Riders. You know, they were waiting on the rifles. They played into the rifles for a reason, and perhaps we are seeing why. Very, very impressive stuff. Oh, 2 stacked out towards middle. This could be absolutely deadly. It looks like they want to move towards middle as well on the Movistar Riders side of things. So, what is the game plan? Queenix looking to get a timing, but Sasol takes his head clean off. And now the round looks great for Movistar.
Yeah, they'll know it's almost certainly 2A because Kragan had banana. Sosa's taking space. And it's very composed from Movistar. Look at these mid players that are sat in their crossfire. Queenix goes for a little bit of a poke. They're going to peek. They're going to peek. They're peeking into the 2 players. maNkz with another. Trades are good, though. Got a little bit nerve-wracking, but it is a 3-on-1. Saucer was all this side control. And Kragan, rightfully so, thinks better of it. They could do with this rifle for their buy in the next.
Yep. B player just going to save. Absolutely no chance into it. So Movistar Riders, when we get our first rifle round, about 4 rounds late, they will be the ones to take it. So that's a good sign for things ahead. If they can fend off the upcoming 4 spies, which
If
is a big if, apparently, then they should be in a pretty good spot here on the T side of Inferno.
I'm ready for round number 2 on half 2. I'm ready. We're going again. Surely. But yeah, good round from Movistar. I think Salazar, because they had the deep mid molly, I think Salazar was thinking them from that, and if they are, they're running for a molly. He's going to get a good fight, but Martinez is already in towards the underpass. Nice headshot angle for him. Fortunate buy is certain to come from ECSTATIC. I guess just pausing now for a little bit of a chat about what this exactly looks like. Me and Orp and Salazar. maNkz equally will have to drop a little bit. They could eco into full nades. But that would go against the grain of what I've seen from ECSTATIC in this series so far.
Yep, gonna buy. No eco coming in. They will go for it. I mean, it's not the worst buy in the world, right? And certainly enough utility there to make Inferno work, I think. So they'll be pretty happy with how things go down. Just looking to hold on to the position that they have, not let the lead slip away from them. Movistar Riders, impressive in the previous one, so they'll be hoping to continue moving that way. As yeah, it was a really, really impressive looking first rifle round, and we'll see what the game plan is. It seems like it's move thick, move fast. Martinez will open up. Not ready for this player in the cubby though, so easily traded out, but Alex has gone flying down short, takes out his compatriot on the bomb site itself. They're going to try and get back into the site, but kind of calling things off. Motor smoke comes round. Nice Molotov will make the plant a bit more awkward, so not the most open plant in the world. And the touchdown nade sees off the planter. 3 versus 2 then in favor of ECSTATIC. Looking pretty good here. They're all going to move in together. They're going to try and find that space towards the short area. The bomb does indeed go down. They do have a kit available, so this is certainly in the realms of possibility. It's just a guessing game now. Flash comes round. mopoz and Sasol both going to be so incredibly fine. mopoz still wins out his fight. Sasol still alive on the site. Will go down. mopoz the only one remaining, and he is smoked off. Not looking good. Kragan on that 5-second defuse. Gets it done, and ECSTATIC answer back.
Massive retake. They played like a T-side round. The flashbangs. Bounce flash into sight. Pit flash with players to swing on. That was perfect. It was a good try, I think, by the 2 Movistar players left, but it didn't have the options. There were just way too many people to deal with on those flashes. And I can't remember who threw the nade, but the molly into the nade combo to kill the bomb planter. Round defining. If the bomb goes down with that motor smoke still up, it is a lot easier for Movistar to position. And on we go in a half where economy is worse than Greeks. It's set to continue.
Not the best look in the world right now.
It's called a bull market. Is that when it's a disaster?
A bear market.
That bear market. Sorry, I should know. I'm on the index trading thing as well. I should know this.
How's that going for you?
Not great. I mean, I was one person who's like, I'm not buying Breach shares because now they're going to lose horrifically, and they had a really good quarter, so I think they got worth quite a lot now.
Unfortunate.
Got a few. I think. Hang on, I've got Kragan. I think.
Yep.
Let's go ECSTATIC. Let me check.
Here we go. Flash comes round. See whether Kragan will be able to find anything in this round, or if he's even going to be required. Alex with a quick trade. They've got to deal with the pit player, and they will do so indeed, but not before Queenix manages to find a frag. 3 versus 2 then continues here. Salazar traps out behind the pillar, doesn't really know where to go. USP is out. He will manage to find one. Leaves it all onto mopoz, who also has to recover that bomb from on top of the balcony. Takes a hell of a lot of damage from the flame. Nice fight won out on towards the short player. Spots him at long, but can't find the kill just yet. Bomb plant going to come in. maNkz closing the gap, and mopoz looking for a key swing. Gets it done! And will take the head of maNkz clean off to even the scoreline back up.
mopoz has played some great afterplants in this series so far. He's normally a player we associate with the front end of the round, not the back. But he's been an absolute eel, slippery as can be. Getting in behind. And guys, no surprises. It's a force buy from ECSTATIC. Currently at a 100% win rate in this half for force buys. Can you believe that? They haven't lost a force buy yet.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. Pure madness, one might say. And you would be correct in thinking.
Salazar's got a hell of a deagle on him. Give this man some juice.
Get him out here on some fights. Where is he at the moment? Long. There's not really going to be too much going down towards long, is there, mate? Get into the mixer. Join your homeboy at short. That's the idea. That's the key spot here, guy. Get out of the way. Let me get my smoke down, says Martinez. Looks like they are going to go for an A hit off the back of things with a minute just under remaining. Long smoke's coming out. Are they going to go that way then? Is Salazar going to get the fights that he so desires, or is it somewhat of a fake out? Looks like they are moving towards long then. Kragan going to take some damage over on the opposite side of the map. Salazar up close to the deagle. Flash comes in. Oh, it was nearly perfect. Davy finds maNkz as well. He is head on a swivel, looking clean. Alex flying down will manage to find the frag, and Movistar Riders look set to get 7.
It's been a brutal half for them, hasn't it, Movistar? It's quite amazing that with this conversion, the money will be in the dumpster for the next round. Even the buy in the final round of this half will not be good for ECSTATIC. If Movistar can get 9 out of a half, where they had to win several force buys. Maybe they made some errors, but they were brutal losses they took as well to the Pistols themselves. Really as a gutsy effort. Even Anubis at times. Movistar to dig deep, so yeah, I'm impressed by the depth of this Movistar. They seem to be quite composed, honestly, given how insane this series has gotten at times.
Absolutely bloody mental. But yes, they seemingly keep things together. At least for the time being. Another deep buy coming out from ECSTATIC. So we'll see. Really starting to get deep into the hole, to be honest. Digging themselves quite far down. mopoz not realizing that he's burning there as he sprays down through the smoke. Will end up falling to Salazar's Molotov. So that's a wee bit of a blunder, to say the least. I think they will be kind of surprised on the ECSTATIC side that they got a kill off the Molotov.
Someone should work out, since the second half of Anubis onwards, how many rounds ECSTATIC actually played a full gun buy into a gun buy for their opponent. Because it can't be more than 5 or something. Because, of course, the end of Anubis, we had that force buy after force buy after force buy when they really thought they were going to break Movistar's money and they couldn't do it. And, of course, in this half, every time they've had the, they've lost a lot of anti-forces as well. They've only had a couple rounds. They've actually had rifles up against rifles, and this is the same. They could have saved into a good buy in the last, but they've instead decided 4 spies were working earlier. We like this motto. We like this mantra, the jumping shoots. Kragan, you are a dirty boy. That's not allowed.
Absolute mad lad. It's a pretty scary setup to get through, though. 2 MP9s to work their way past. Flash is going to have to be pretty effective here. Kragan just trying to bait them in, and maNkz on top will finish them off. A double swing comes round from the MP9s, and maNkz gets 2. Oh, no, not again. The 4 spies are just too strong. Sassel against 3, 4 in total that he's had to find.
I don't think he did. I don't think so.
I
don't know.
If he finds the M4 here cleanly, the job becomes a lot easier. Here we go. Smoked off. Gonna go through it. Not ready for Salazar behind him, though, on the timing. There was a slim chance, but not going to happen, of course. You know, when a 4 spy's in play, you know the 4 spy's got to win. So that'll be that. Evening things up once again. And, well, we'll see what Movistar have got this time.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a half of CS like this.
It's pretty wild. It's pretty
I need a
wild.
4 spy win percentage. It's definitely over 50. Easily. It might be like 75% chance of winning the round if you force in this half.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Still, though, there is money for Movistar. They have been saved in this half by being T-side. They were on CT. Their money been snapped so many times. To survive a little bit cheaper, those continual bomb plants. I guess that has helped a little bit too. It's kept them in the mix. mopoz had a cheeky spawn. He's up close. And maNkz is coming through. maNkz doesn't check. maNkz doesn't check close to the half wall. mopoz, slippery as ever, gets to B-bomb side wide open. And Movistar can either go fast, they can pump the brakes. Round is totally in their hands now.
They've wrestled it back. They look better against the rifles than they do against the 4 spy. That is for sure. Looking for a B play here. Molotov going to keep them at bay. Salazar gains some space then back on towards the side, taking an off angle here, trying to get cheeky with it, but will lose his life. Nodios, meanwhile, cuts off the flanker, but it's still a 4 versus 2 retake here required. Of course, going to go for it with it being the last round of the half, so expecting good things here for Movistar Riders. They just keep their composure. It should be all but over. Nodios Molotov'd off. I mean, yeah, really not looking too good. Try and get some smokes and Molotovs down of their own here. A flash as well to boot, but nobody peeking, nobody taking the fights. maNkz will catch Queenix trying to come around the corner, finishes off Nodios as well. 8-7 at the turn of the half in favor of the Spaniards. Is it enough from their T side? We'll find out after the break.
I can see it in your eyes, lonely in the corner, waiting for somebody to come and save you from the cold of night. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? Quiet like the ocean, with the rumble running deep. This is how I see you, when you hide your feels from me. Why you heavy-hearted? Cut the silence, talk to me. Release your mind, get what you need. Easily, we've been falling in disbelief. I think I'm ready for another try, but this feels like the last time. So why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. Why did you say goodbye? It's better to say goodbye. So why did you say goodbye? How can I save you when you're tangled in your...
Welcome back, one and all. Second half of ECSTATIC Movistar Riders, as close as it comes. So the pistol, as it so often does, going to carry an awful lot of weight here. And yeah, Movistar Riders, I think, a little more consistent with the rifles, but ECSTATIC, good on the force buys. We had a lot of force buy wins there, but it was mainly ECSTATIC getting them.
I think it's actually important if Movistar win this pistol to not allow a bomb plant. I don't think they can get in the same cycle as that first half. I almost think it's better for them to straight up lose pistol than allow a bomb plant here. They look so much more comfortable when they're just when they got a bit of economy. They're on their own full gun round. They're playing against full gun rounds. It looks a lot easier for them to comprehend. What is this mid stack? 4 in mid for Movistar. Now peeking. Oh, look at the push. mopoz just needs to buy some time and get the smoke down anywhere. Oh, they're totally penned in. This could be a killing field.
They're going to try and go through it as well. maNkz, though, cuts them off from the back. Nice spot from mopoz on top of the coffins. Just needs to play safe now and not really go down. Or, you know, find another kill. That also works. 4 versus 2. Once the dust settles, so many players coming in from the banana area as well. Really going to be scary here. There is no utility left. I think the smoke has just gone down towards coffins there. Nodios with a key frag. That's one prong of the attack that comes off. What else can they find? Going to let them cross here is Nodios, but as soon as he peeks, he goes down. And Queenix A little hidden away. They're not quite sure where he was coming from initially, so the trade is not as clean as they would like. Just play together, two of them on top of each other, but the clock, this is where it excels. Davy, half HP, so very low. Knife out to try and get the kill. What is going on? Oh my goodness, they're going to go for the knife on each other. Queenix is just confirming the round. Davy wants to find his kill, and he's going to get it, but it costs the round, of course, and he will go down to the bomb for good measure.
I really think they should have fought that plant. They had 3 on banana. That smoke was fading. There was definitely a gap if it wasn't, you know, already fully faded. And they decided to play a little bit longer. It's high percentage Counter-Strike on a gun round for sure, but they had a window there. A big window. And as I was mentioning, I think the bomb plant going down would have been enough for ECSTATIC to be in a good position either way. This, of course, is even better. It's Movistar on the force buy. Scout from Martinez, mopoz, mag 7. Gonna play that over towards B. It's on the site proper at the moment. Maybe we'll go first a little bit later. Try and force a close angle. But ball is in ECSTATIC's court. How the force buy war is going to play out this time.
Yeah, we'll see. We're all on for a MVP of the first half. Queenix, though, will open up. He says no thank you. Wants to see this one off cleanly. And so far, so good. It's also a weaker defended A bomb site, so if they start to make their way over there, it would be the move. Flash comes round towards Banana. Another one as well to try and deal with Kragan, but he's well hidden away. Queenix finds Davy exploring for information. That'll be the round and probably a save out here from the Movistar Riders, boys.
Well, start off with a different tone than the last half. This one, no looking at all from Movistar. Just hoping to hold on to these guns. Should we give a quick update on where the other streams are at? What is, of course, there's 4 simultaneous games, so anybody just waiting for the majors kickoff is not lacking for Counter-Strike to watch at the moment. Okay, so we've got the NIP game, NIP Domination. Domination is, which one is it? Is it Budapest 5? Is the kind of the remnants of that team. Domination won the first map. That was Inferno, their map pick. Currently on Mirage at the halftime. A 10-5 half for NIP as they go into the now. Big lost Mirage to Hotu, a team that I'm not super aware of, to be honest. That is mental. How Big should not really be losing maps in that sort of matchup. But they are a map down. They're currently on Anubis. So pretty rocky stuff. And then finally, the most dominant match so far actually is Godsent up against Looking for Org, another one of the very Eastern European teams. And yeah, they're pretty plain sailing. 13-7 up at the moment on second map. They smashed the wild.
There you go. The score's on the doors.
I know, we need to have like a Soccer Sunday, whatever, Soccer Saturday. As we cut into each game.
Easy cleanup here so far from ECSTATIC. That's all. Oh, he comes close to a frag. Queenix just all over the place, spinning his mouse around like a madman, left on 2 HP. But that should be the round. Alex with his 5-7 again might just, you know, opt to hold on to this. The round itself is not going to happen in a million years, so would make a lot of sense for him to just play safe. Any more for Alex? They're after him. They know where he's at, but I don't think they want to be dropping any more rifles than is absolutely necessary.
Get this Galil.
Oh, not now. The bomb's gone off. He wants it.
Oh,
oh no! There you go.
Greed.
Yeah.
Greed in the end.
Unlucky.
Oh, well. Pretty clean for ECSTATIC. I mean, they've got good money in the bank. They kept those rounds fairly without issue. But here we go. Movistar on the bye. Martinez AWP is out. For A-Star, and here we go. Second mid-aggression. Salazar spots it. Surely can call to his teammates, but the flash is all too good. They're trying to turn them. Wow. What a statement from Movistar. Big cojones, let's say, to go for a play like that.
Big indeed. Very, very aggressive, and it works out pretty successfully. I think they will be very happy with how this one has turned out. I don't know that there's really a way back in for ECSTATIC, to be honest with you. Trying to creep up mid, gain some control of somewhere. And they will be able to get the brackets control, but it's been handed off to them, you know, because the setup here from Movistar Riders is just so tight-knit. Salazar, that was his chance. He's not going to get another opportunity at it now that he's given his position away. Flash comes around towards long, just kind of faking things out that they're maybe going for info over there. Mopoz hidden up on the site, in fact. And this is a really deadly setup for only 3 players to get through, to be honest with you. They will manage, just about to get through, but they're not ready for Alex. And that was it. The old bait and switch coming in from Movistar Riders to see off the round.
Good statement. Of course, money is still absolutely there for ECSTATIC. See how the money pans out after this investment, though. It has dwindled thick and fast. Look at this. Right. Big chance for Movistar. Tina still has that open play. They will not be going for a fast, aggressive mid play again, I suspect. Now that they've shown that. Time, more of a banana approach. Some early nades from Davy G. And now leaves it to his teammates to finish the job. Sorcerer. Oh my. Commit to this angle. Nodios is jumping around a little bit. Ooh. He is playing with fire, this man. And he's going to pay for it. Big entry for Nodios.
Nodios looking for another one. It's actually Salazar to find it. So the round opens up pretty interestingly now as Martinez, you know, trying to be the hero of the round, unfortunately. Falls flat for him. Davy G going to get flanked out. That's the round. ECSTATIC right back with an answer is absolutely massive. Keeping this game in contention and keeping the fact that they might just drag us to a third.
I feel like Davy G was thinking about the save there for a second, dipping into Arch, and then changed his mind, and he's going to regret it. Because that round was already over. They'd killed the pit player, they'd killed the AWP player. It was always 1A, they were always going to finish A. And maybe 3 rifles strung into the next. Sorcerer might be able to buy himself. It's on 1-9. Maybe mopoz can drop a FAMAS or something. Oh, they're going to need a pause after this round because it's a really difficult buy call for Movistar to move forward. And any more rifles lost here is a catastrophe for the CT side.
mopoz looking to stay alive here, I think. Ooh, he's actually going to peek out and, oh, nearly finds himself a double, robbed of it. But, yeah. Maybe that kill makes all the difference as well for a drop across here. We'll see. I mean...
It is borderline, isn't it?
Yeah, in theory, you can get 4 rifles.
I think they're saving. He's dropped his smoke.
Yeah, it looks like maybe just Sassol invest a tiny bit. But indeed, they are going to have to save this one out, stomach it, and give ECSTATIC the 12th, you would imagine. Ooh, Queenix found himself away towards the A-bombs side. mopoz though is pushed down middle. Massive stuff. Finds himself a double. Almost a third. But surely now it's been set up. Oh, the trade from Sassol is nearly not there, and that could have made all the difference. We'll be left onto Queenix against 4. Yes, they're on the lower weaponry, but now starting to scoop up some rifles and look a hell of a lot scarier. So this is starting to fall apart slightly.
Honest truth, I think you save. I think you save your Queenix. I just don't see why they present easy fights and they do not. They play off contact. mopoz is a monster. And ECSTATIC. They're a little bit frustrating, this team, isn't it? Because they do so much right. And they lose around like that. Second time they've lost to a massive eco in this game so far. Not to mention the force buys earlier on. Oh, they make it so hard for themselves. So difficult.
Yeah, it is somewhat painful to witness, to be honest. Really not a fan of how some of these rounds are going down, but that is indeed how it goes sometimes. Martino's going to open up onto maNkz as well as they try and pick up the pieces. Oh, that T side. Queenix will finish off Martinez, though. Like the idea. Unfortunately, not clean enough. And so the 4 versus 4 weakened A bomb site is really, really a scary prospect.
Huge kill. Surely trade is here. Kragan so low. And these players push through. Mid retake from Movistar is devastating. And that round crumbles. They had a bit of a gap there on A, but they just couldn't commit fast enough. And now the money is gone. Movistar is in a good position. I don't know. This has got. I've got a feeling this series is gonna end in this sort of fashion, and we're gonna look at it and think ECSTATIC played so many good rounds, so much good Counter Strike, but just couldn't in the crunch time get over the line.
Yeah, really tough stuff. As we've kind of said, they've played very well in these sort of qualifiers and in these bigger games. You know, made an RMR just a few months ago. I think maybe even surprised a few people that they made it towards Melbourne. And can't remember off the top of my head, but I think they beat someone like Fours or something like that in the qualifier. You know, like a pretty impressive victory. So they have the potential. This is what you're saying as well.
They've beaten Complexity on LAN in a best of 3.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go. Like they really are a solid squad when they put their minds to it. But there's definitely a few hiccups in places here. Just not fully zoned in. Maybe a bit too tense as well. I think in certain moments they're looking uncomfortable, not present, you know, and just getting their minds caught up in the next round or in their next move and just not fully zoned in on the micro gameplay, thinking a bit too much about the bigger picture.
Bad time too for Kragan to have a game off. They need him. They need him badly. He's an absolute protagonist here on Banana. We look towards Kragan to take space, to open up rounds, to give opportunities. And whilst he was brilliant on Anubis, it wasn't enough to win them the map. Now they need him more than ever up close. Molly is in. That's going to land in the smokes. That's extinguished. It's so tricky here. Kragan goes down. That's banana control for ECSTATIC. Surprised Martinez was leaning B there for a second, but he thinks better of it. A defense is shored up. And ECSTATIC doesn't actually have a lot of nades here. They have to use these remaining smokes really for an execute.
Big fight here. Come off. Oh, maNkz does go for it, though, and he wins it out. mopoz off angle. Looking for the trade. Not going to get it, though. maNkz is incredibly ready for that one, and he's opened up the B-bomb site single-handedly for ECSTATIC. Absolutely massive moment. Definitely not out of the question. Martinez goes crazy aggressive and gets the return frag. They'll call it off.
Oh, no.
Sasol beats out Nodios. Oh, they've read this beautifully on the Movistar Riders side of things. Really, really solid stuff. Still a player in towards the pit as well that I think is just going to go completely overlooked. Sasol might not even need him, but it's set up beautifully. And Movistar recover that one back. ECSTATIC, again, maybe overthinking things a little too much.
Martinez did not know that maNkz was free. He thought he was behind the smoke. That's why he's so wide. close but no cigar. It's just the same story again and again for ECSTATIC. We're in so many good positions. They're working so well together. But Movistar, mid-round, late round, they are definitely the stronger team in this matchup. They just look more composed. Their rotates are good. They're communicating well, holding themselves in these rounds. And some of them they shouldn't have any business being in. So credit on that front. And ECSTATIC swallow the pride. Half by Tech9's armor. Plenty of utility actually in the mix. So they could run a set play. And judging by what they've shown already on the T side of these couple maps, I need to say that ECSTATIC definitely have some set rounds in their pocket.
Yeah, tough from here on in. Not looking good for Movistar Riders at all. Sorry, for ECSTATIC at all. But we'll see. Definitely in this game, you know, a round like this is doable. Movistar Riders just got to keep it together and not allow any of the silly little mistakes that both teams have fallen flat to come in.
For Aileen for Movistar. By virtue of mopoz. Looking down banana. Here comes the set play. Smokes in. Flashes galore. Davey G looks at the ground. Martinez can't see anything. Thankfully, his teammates have a little bit more foresight. Doesn't matter, though. Trades are good. Massive headshots. And this is the best chance in a long time for ECSTATIC to close a round.
Absolutely ridiculous that they get it done again with the
saving.
pistols.
Wow.
They're actually going to get it. The save comes out from Movistar Riders. Blows the mind. It really, really does.
Another force buy
Absolutely
in the
crazy.
collection.
Yeah, I know. Just unbelievable. And again, as far as the force buys go, not even a very strong one. Just a bit of armor, a couple of upgraded pistols, a slight bit of utility, but it's not like they've, you know, full spent or overspent or whatever. So, again, just ridiculous.
Those flashes were perfect. Martinez could not see anything. And we didn't catch the player. I think his player was on balcony. It was it'd be source. So I don't know if he was balcony or pit or mini pit under the balcony. But either way, he clearly never got a good duel off. Okay, well, ECSTATIC punch right back. They love doing this. Back's in the corner, and it hit an absolute sucker punch. There is still decent money for Movistar. They've been put on notice. Full buy here. And another 4A starts. This time it is Apps aggression. Deep mid nades. As Martinez is going to peek. Nodios goes back into second mid. I wonder if they're playing some tricky rounds here, Scriv, where they're making it look like the mid push again. But instead it's in apartments.
Oh, Queenix.
Round
Amazing
over.
stuff. Wow, ECSTATIC really fighting back here as Movistar Riders, you know, maybe thought that they had this one in the bag. Certainly looked that way for a second, but ECSTATIC, they have got a lot left to say in this game.
I don't dislike the play. I think Movistar were doing what I was saying. I think they were trying to fake some sort of mid-push or mid-aggression or second mid-push into, you know, disrupting the default, basically, from ECSTATIC, and then they'll just walk into Martinez, and they kind of did. Queenix just walked right into Martinez's line. Martinez just couldn't mechanically get his shot off in time to win the duel. I think it's a pretty good idea from Movistar. They just got absolutely destroyed. Queenix is a monster.
Ridiculous. Well, we'll see. We shall see how these remaining rounds pan out. Starting to get really worrying for the Movistar Riders side of things, you know. We were expecting them to maybe start closing the game out, but not the case. Absolutely incredible scenes here as the game just does not end on Inferno. That is for damn sure.
Pauses in. Don't blame him. quickly approaching last chance saloon for this CT economy. It's also Invest, so it's him, mopoz, and maNkz that are very much worse for wear. With a couple saves, though, it could still be another buy should they lose this one. But at some point, you need to just get some traction back into this half. ECSTATIC have strung a few together. They've been dominant the last couple rounds. And we'll see what the options are. Big round. Big round from the perspective of ECSTATIC survival in this upper bracket. Especially when Bigs are mapped down. Nip have just gone 1-all. One of those teams drops down. Suddenly that lower bracket looks like a different beast entirely.
It'd be incredibly scary to be down there, I think, early on especially. What has happened here at the car? Kragan has crept in behind. They have no idea. And he will manage to drop Alex. Ready for the second player as well and able to take him down also. Oh, man. Goes from bad to worse from Movistar Riders. Davy is close, does manage to get one. Nade's going to go in and do some decent damage, but takes one of his own. Again, do they even really want to send it for this? I don't think so.
No.
No. They are
it's a full buy with these saves.
Again.
maNkz AWP especially. Wow. Yeah, and Kragan, man, who's had a little bit of an off map, gets up in the face. He's despite his, you know, a bit of a weaker game, he's not scared to get aggressive. He's still got the confidence individually. And that is a nightmare round for Movistar. Movistar would feel like they haven't even played a round for 10 minutes. They've had all these rounds where they're trying to force the issue, trying to get aggressive, and it's not working. It's not working. They're giving up entries. Ooh. I think we're going to a third. This is not looking good for Movistar.
It feels like it's got third map written all over it. Unless they can really crazily pull their finger out. It was 16-14 last time they played in favor of Movistar Riders, so could happen
by the
again.
round, all that jazz.
That's all I'm saying. Yep. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Able to continue the buys coming forward, so thanks to the saves. So there is that at the very least. But yeah, I mean, just kind of getting unlucky, right? Their ideas have been pretty sound. They go for apps aggression and just missed out on the mark, and then they go for banana aggression and some weird look from Kragan to get in behind them as he did is again just completely unpredictable.
One question I would pose to Movistar is, do you need to be aggressive early round to win in this matchup? And I think the answer is no, because I think they can play better mid-round. That should be the strength in this sort of matchup for a team like Movistar. And this round is more in that sort of tune. Delayed banana take. Kragan rips the head of Davy G. Flashbang is ruinous. There's a lot of damage, but can't find the kill, but it doesn't matter. They're accelerating onto A. First man down, that's maNkz. Calling the rotation. What's going on? How does mopoz win? It shouldn't matter, but mopoz doing mopoz things right there. I don't think he stopped running.
No, I think he just W mouse one, to be honest. Immediate save coming in, though. It's going to be ECSTATIC hitting 15 first. So Movistar Riders, their best hope is to go for overtime, and they don't really have the cash, you know, to back that up, unfortunately. So really going to be a difficult prospect here moving forwards for the Movistar Riders, I think. ECSTATIC should have it in the bag. Would be wild if we end up in a scenario where it goes to overtime, to be honest with you. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, it's been a wild game. Counter-Strike is never over until it's over.
No, sir. And as much as Movistar's looked flat in these rounds, they only need 2. And then we're into overtime, so it's hardly the biggest hurdle they've ever faced. But this time they are lacking a tad on the nades. I'm really watching their banana approach, because they cannot find a consistent way to play banana, can they? They've tried the ultra aggression, didn't work. They tried the delayed aggression on that round, didn't work. I'm surprised maNkz hasn't tried a round on B, just to give it a different look, because every option feels failing right now. Very standard opening, passive stuff on B from Movistar. Davy G with a couple of nades. But but he sneaks his way back to A to shore up that defense instead.
Kragan. Oh, looking to be the first port of call once again. Had some really nice rounds. Oh, in the past, Alex gets drawn away. Will lose his life. I think Movistar Riders feeling kind of desperate for the frags. Certainly feels that way in the fashion in which they're moving. mopoz does not stand a chance. Down he goes. 5v3. Third map, here we come. Unless someone on the Movistar Riders can go above and beyond, and I don't think it's going to happen at this late stage of the game. Just Sasol remains. Not a single frag coming in as yet. Of course, as soon as I say that, Sasol will break the silence, but he's got a lot more to do if he wants to be winning this one. Kragan looks to have his number here at the tail end of the game. They know exactly where he is. There's hardly any time for him to get towards the bomb or even find these frags. I think that's going to be game over. Kragan makes sure that it is most certainly the case. 16-13 coming in. Incredibly good stuff from ECSTATIC there towards the end. It really did look like Movistar Riders had that one. 13-12, really solid. And then they lose out to that half-buy round and the game just crumbled.